my creators! Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christy and this is Christi Creates. If you're not new, welcome back. So today's video is a collaboration with some other awesome DIYers. So make sure after you watch my video and give it a thumbs up that you go down to the description box and click on the playlist, and that will take you to all of their videos and go pick through, see which ones you want to watch. I suggest that you watch them all. So the theme for today's collaboration is what inspires you. And what inspires me more than anything is my faith in the Lord. Because I know that I would not have this creativity and these talents if He didn't give them to me. So I am going to make a DIY that talks about faith. So let's go to the craft room and get started. Okay, we're going to take a pizza pan from the Dollar Tree, and then I've got a couple of pieces of scrapbook paper. These are just from Hobby Lobby. You can get them for $1, so they're only at 25 cents each. I'm going to take the darker colored one, and here I have just regular wax paper, and I'm making kind of a stencil. I'm just using my pencil and drawing around the outside, and then I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to hold it over my scrapbook paper so that I can cut out my circle, and it will be really close to the size I need. And that way I'm not wrinkling my paper at all, because if I try to do that with the scrapbook paper, it will get quite a few wrinkles in it. That's the reason I do that little trick. And I'm just kind of trimming up any little spots that don't fit exactly right, and then I'm going to take my Mod Podge and put it down all over the pizza pan, smooth it out, and then I'm going to put another pretty thick layer over the scrapbook paper, and this is just going to kind of lock it on and seal it in, and then I'm going to sit that to the side and let it dry while I work on these other steps. Now I'm going to get out some wood beads. I just got these from Amazon. You can also use the ones from the Dollar Tree because we are going to paint them. I'm going to put them on these bamboo skewers, and at the end I'm going to put just a little dollop of hot glue, and don't let the bead touch it yet, and once that dries, that will prevent it from slipping off the end of the skewer. And I'm just going to slide on as many as I think I need, and we're going to use this as our little hanger for the top of the pizza pan, just to kind of dress it up a little. And I thought I might need a few more. I would rather paint too many than not enough, so I went ahead and put a few more on there. I'm going to take some flat black spray paint, and I won't make you watch me spray paint it, but I'm going to take it outside, spray it, and then ta-da! They're done. I'm going to let those dry while we go to the next step. So this is one of the stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I've already cut it up into pieces just so I can make it fit on there better. I can kind of look where it's going. And then I've also got those rub-on transfers, and I'm going to take a few of the little like leaf type things just to kind of add a little something extra over there on the parts where there's not really anything besides just the scrapbook paper. I just thought it might dress it up a little. You wouldn't have to do this if you don't have these or can't find them. You could even hand draw on some of the same kind of little designs and, you know, make it kind of whatever makes your heart happy. Like I always tell you, this is just for inspiration. You don't have to make it exactly the same. If you love it, go for it, make it exactly the same. If you don't, change it up a little to what makes you happy. And now I'm just kind of making sure I kind of get them straight. I'm putting on the top and the bottom ones first, just so I don't have it too close to the top or too close to the bottom. And I just kind of center everything as best as possible. You could measure this out if you wanted to. I just kind of, you know, hey, let's just chance it. And then I'm going to put the little loop 137 at the bottom. And now I'm going to do my little rub-on transfers. And like I said, this was just a personal preference. You don't have to do this if you don't think those look good or if you don't have any. I just thought it kind of added a little something extra just to kind of jazz it up a bit. And I'm going to keep rubbing these on. And while I am, make sure that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, that you hit the subscribe button down below and ring the little bell right next to it so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Or if you know of somebody who would enjoy my videos, share it with them, please. Okay, now that we're done rubbing all of those on, I'm going to take some black Waverly chalk paint. And this was kind of another personal preference. I thought I wanted to cover up the shiny silver, so I'm just going around painting. Make sure you get around the side edge, just because it's going to be hanging on the wall. And then I also go back in and kind of get really close. Since there's that little dip there, you can kind of just run your paintbrush along through there, and it slides right along the side of that scrapbook paper. So just kind of run your brush in there. Take your time. I have sped this up, so you know, I did go really slow. And then I go back in and dry off the end of my brush just so it's got a little bit of paint left on, and kind of dry brush all over the scrapbook paper just to kind of give it that aged look. You know me, I like my farmhouse, so I gotta make everything look older. Here I'm taking some jute twine and I'm putting a little piece of tape on the end and then kind of twisting it so that it kind of makes almost a little needle to thread my wood beads on with. Just kind of makes it a little easier. And I'm going to go ahead and thread all of them on there, and then once I get them all on, I'll decide if I want to use every single one of them, which I think I end up pulling one off, and that's all. I'm going to tie a knot at the end of each one, and then I'm going to see where I want to put it. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm going to put some masking tape over the top of that. That just kind of helps lock it on. I learned that from someone's video, and I can't remember whose it was. If you remember, maybe leave me a comment down below so I can give them credit. And I'm just kind of getting it where I want it, putting a little bit more glue so that it stays right in that spot. Now I'm going to take some of this buffalo check ribbon, just kind of tie just a standard little bow, put some little buffalo check in the middle to tie it on with, and then I'm just literally going to tie it to the jute string. And that's it, guys. That's all there is to this. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Did you like this? Did you not? So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you come back on Monday for my Chic for Cheap DIY challenge too. Don't miss it. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I know it was a short one, but I wanted to kind of keep it short and sweet, and that way, because I knew you were going to be watching a bunch of other videos, so I wanted to keep it as short as possible. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and make sure that you come back on Monday, because Monday will be the Chic for Cheap DIY challenge that I'm hosting, and there will be a playlist for it as well. So a bunch of new videos for you guys. Have a good weekend.